"You just have to do it, even though you don't like it, Harry," my father's always counseled. As I look back, I never thought such blunt advice could make such a difference during my life. I didn't realize what sacrifice was required to live it. This guidance has taught me no matter how difficult it is imperative to do what is right, no matter what. This advice haunts me, as my conscience always reminds me of when any opportunity arises. I grew up a Boy Scout, finishing the program with my Eagle Scout. I volunteered for a week-long scouting trip at Acadia National Park to pass on the experiences I had during my scouting years. It was a great trip. We did many things from biking to boating, but the most memorable of these was our hike. As a leader of our troop, I was in charge of making sure the rest of the boys were taken care of and had a memorable week. This involved a lot of sacrifice of my time to benefit the scouts. We hiked over 7 peaks on the island of Acadia National Park. It was the first time for many scouts on the hike, and you could definitely tell which ones who were struggling. I decided to stay behind and hike with the slower hikers who had separated themselves from the faster scouts. It was the first time that I was a leader. I prepared sufficiently for myself, but I didn't think to bring extras for other scouts. Almost all the scouts in our little group had drunken all of their water by the time we reached the second peak. I thought to myself, "You know, Harry, you might not like it, but if you don't give them your water, they won't make it. You're just going to have to do it." I knew that if I gave them my water, I would be in jeopardy of dehydration. I gave my water to the boys and continued on the hike. The hike was grueling and the sun was hot. I soon found myself dehydrated as I stopped sweating. As I reached the 5th peak, both my legs collapsed from under me. Cramping in 3 different places, there was little I could do. On the ground and in pain, I waited for the cramps to go down. Luckily, at the top of the mountain, there was a place to refill and continue on without any incident. Some call me stupid for giving my water out. They called that I had the Good Samaritan syndrome. I could not help myself of doing the right thing even though it didn't benefit myself. I believe my father's advice given to me involves a lot of personal sacrifice, but it is worth it in the end. If I hadn't given my water to others, I would not have been the only one stuck on top of the mountain struggling to get up.